What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Coin Launch Lounge. If it's your first time coming in, thanks for stopping by. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. Today, guys, we have Spartan Casino in for an AMA, and Chris, aka Wild Spartan, the CMO of the project's in here to tell us about it. Chris, if you could start off by just introducing yourself to the community for the people that don't know you.
Sure, guys. So my name is Christopher Esprey. I'm actually the CMO of Spartan Casino and very much involved in this project. We're really, really accessible, but we've actually got a CEO here as well, Kavita Pandey, as well as our other lead, which is our project lead, his name is Dimitri, and you can find them in the chat now. So guys, you want to say hello? Just putting our hand up, if that makes any sense.
He said he's putting his hand up. I'll mute him if I don't see anyone with their hand up.
Look for Kavita. She's actually should have the. She should have her hand up.
Kavita, where are you at, Kavita?
Is she there? Okay.
What about Dimitri here?
I'm not sure what that is. But Dimitri, do you want to just? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi, guys.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Pretty good, thank you. Thank you. So a few words about me. I'm a product head, and I'm responsible for operational gambling website of the Spartan Casino. And basically, I'm covering all operations about the gambling.
Okay, so
you can also find information about me in the website. So just if you have any questions, please ask.
Okay, I think Kavita, if you could just to rejoin and make sure she.
Yeah, she's trying to rejoin, so I'll let her know.
Do the capture. Okay, who's Wayne here?
Now, Wayne is not in on this evening. He's actually a very big public figure. Wayne is actually responsible for one of the agreements that we're looking to put in place in the United States. So actually, Wayne has a company called Vegas Winners, very much connected to the establishment of John. I mean, he interviews Donald Trump on a regular basis. I think he's at Mar-a-Lago this weekend. So he's actually involved in the gaming space as well. And you'll be able to find him. He's a very, very big odds producer as well. So, but in the United States. So he's a really good pivot for us to be able to get to the US market eventually, which is what we're planning to do. I think Kavita's here now.
Make sure she hits that capture button. It says click here. You have to hit that button in the main chat. Are you there? You're unmuted.
There she is.
Hi, this is Kavita here. I'm the CEO and CFO of Spartan Casino. I guess you have been having a conversation with my colleague, Christopher, who's the CMO, and we are expecting one more person, Dimitri, who's the head.
He's already with us, Kavita.
Okay. Yes. So, yeah, I mean, I hope you've had the opportunity to go through our website, through our products. You know, we have an operational website, and then we have a corporate website. So I hope you and your community have had, a chance to go through, everything that we wanted.
We're kind of at that point now, so I got it pulled up on the screen. We're digging through it. What type of experience is here on the team as far as launching tokens goes?
She didn't do capture.
Bruh.
She's gone again.
Hang on, we got a button for that.
Bruh.
Okay, well, we'll pass it back to you, Chris. If you could, and then you could just tell us, what's different about Spartan Casino? What makes it different?
Absolutely. So our actual range. So just to give you guys an idea, we actually did a white paper raise, which took place last year, 3rd of March, actually, with Bakery Swap. And that launch was purely off the white paper with our experience. Obviously, we're fully doxed, fully KYC'd with everything we do. We're very visible. And we raised about $810,000 within, I think it was 12 seconds. It was their quickest raise they've ever had. So that was to take it to this particular field. Now that's kind of where we were at last year. I understand there's a lot of changes this year, but I think it's exciting changes because now more than ever, there's opportunity to do, multi-chain, and I'll give you some other stuff that we're doing. I mean, the multiverse is something we're also looking into. When I say multiverse, I'm on about the Sandbox, Decentraland, also another one I cannot mention yet because they haven't made their announcement, but we are all in with them. And once they make that announcement, it's going to absolutely explode this business, this for sure. As far as the actual business is concerned, we have over 125 games, which are all connected to the platform at the moment. But what we're planning to do after this particular raise is we're going to be basically connecting our tokens. So we have the War token and also the other one, which is IBAR. So IBAR is also going to be connected to all of these games. And also we'll have Web3 as well. So we'll have some games where people can basically do play to earn, very simple, very clean, streamlined games, making it nice and easy for people to basically join if they've never got involved in play to earn before. But the idea with us is what we're looking to do is obviously with Dimitri, he has an excellent background, in fact, an exceptional background in the gaming space. So actually as a casino head and product head, he's extremely experienced. And from our point of view, what this basically adds to us and leverages our end is it gives us the ability to have a very good reach in the professional manner. Because what we're looking to do is basically take these fiat players, bring them over to the actual crypto space and show them that there's benefits to your winning and losing, because we are a share casino. So the idea is that our token will be basically having share pots all over the place, making sure that people are earning from what they're using as well. So if you play on, for example, one of our games we're just about to launch, which is Dice War, you'll be using the token BNB or War or IBAR, and as soon as you lose anything, you'll be getting something back, which is basically giving the ability for you to continuously play and profit. So this is what we're really interested in. We feel that, especially in the fiat space, I specifically see when someone goes into a casino, what they tend to do is they have the fear of the house always winning, right? With us, we wanted to make sure it was a share casino, and I think crypto, having the opportunity to have the reach, is the only way to do that, because it just gives the idea that you're able to, share and have a share of what's actually happening, the actual action, if you like. So I think as a business model, it's something really exciting. And I think not only that, this market hasn't even really tested the fiat side yet. Our CEO, particularly this month, she's about to go and do a massive event in Dubai, which is with a company called, one of the biggest event managers in the space of casinos.
Yeah,
but Kavita's here. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, but I'll pass over to Kavita and she can give you a bit more information on that. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks for the great introduction. So yes, Chris has already given you a pretty good kind of snapshot and background of what we are. We kind of started off as a family office, a group of family office, and this was around, I think, 2019, late 19, early 20s. That when the pandemic hit the market, right? Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
She's clear with me.
Oh, it's okay.
Can you hear me?
Better. Yeah, continue.
Yeah.
I said that.
Yeah, one second. So
Telegram.
Yeah. Okay. So, when the pandemic hit, the market, and that's when there's a kind of a lot of delusion going on, of what is the right sort of path, what is the kind of right business. So we pulled in our thoughts and we came up with something which is going to be a unique offering to the community at large. So what we thought is that we started thinking of offering entertainment and gaming to a worldwide community from their homes. So the land-based casino was going through a sea change, and there were fiat-based online casinos, but very few were linked to cross-chains and cryptocurrencies. So we decided to explore multiple chains in cryptocurrencies and finally zeroed down on the most efficient network, which is the BSC. And have now gone several steps ahead to include other efficient chains and onboard a variety of games on multiple chains. We felt that riding on the buoyancy of the crypto market and the DeFi space was a way forward, as there are abundant casino projects in the fiat space, but few in the crypto space on multi-chains, and the options of bridging and going from one network to another makes these opportunities very attractive. So Chris has already spoken to you about a partnership with Wayne. I mean, the whole idea is that we are looking and we have tie-ups with multiple brand ambassadors. Wayne being one who is going to be, of course, representing us in the North American market. We currently have the Curacao license. We are looking at sort of getting regulated and licensed from multiple jurisdictions. We are looking at Malta. We're looking at Isle of Man, Gibraltar, and UK. Plus the North American tie-up, which we expect to be, it's still under the wraps, but hopefully, once we do open it up, you would find a tremendous partnership unfolding, which will actually just, take us to, a very, very different and then a very important market, strategically a very important market, which is the U.S. market. So,
okay.
Can
I ask a question here?
Sure.
So, yeah, I'm looking at the casino, and you guys have the casino all set up. You have all the providers in here, which is good. How long have you been working on this to already have, what is this? Oh, it's 24 providers in here, right? Maybe 36 providers. What was the process to
Yeah, I will let Dimitri step in here because obviously, he's the head of operations and products. So he'll be able to sort of give you a very good summary of, where we are and how we launched the whole process on the platform.
So everything is quite easy. We don't have 2,000 providers. We have, if we're talking about slot games, we have around 60 providers, and each of them has several hundred games. So that's why after the making of 60 integrations, we've got several thousand slot games, as well as future sports, live casino, sports betting. Basically, the sports betting, we have the betting line from BetConstruct, and they offered 60,000 per match events per month and more than 35,000 live events. And here also we have the cyber sports, esports, virtual sport, classical soccer, tennis, basically everything you can imagine. Regarding the live casino, we have 19 providers and a separate VIP room for the players who prefer to play with the high limits. There we have a lot of games like Sigbo, poker, blackjack, baccarat, dices, and basically the providers providing separate tabs for each table with different limits. Next category is skill games. So let's try Zeppelin Innovator. It's the most funny game and something really new for the market. So basically, if you want, I can share my screen.
Yeah, do that, please.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
I guess, Dimitri, right? You come from this industry, right? The gaming industry. What?
Yep, that's right.
What's going to get people to come and deposit their money into Spartan Casino as opposed to Stake or even Roulette or Fortune Jack or any of these other websites that have a lot of the same providers?
Yes, but we have quite different approach. First of all, we are offering much more value because we can refund some losses. This is the first thing. Second thing, we are using the budgets from game providers to promote the games, so we will have much more things to offer, including jackpots, maybe some tournaments, etc. And we have really progressive platform with extremely high numbers of promotional tools like free bets, deposit bonuses, jackpots, as I told before, tournaments, and basically everything. So we have quite different approach, and I think that this will let us to attract much more players than a classical casino.
Also, if I can pop in as well, one of the big factors that we're going to be doing, which, as I said at the beginning, that not many people have explored yet, is the fact that we're going to also be doing Metaverse casino games. So we'll actually have land available in all three territories, which I explained. And the goal here is to basically make those casinos really attractive and make them usable as well. So I think at the moment that Decentraland doesn't have many regulations, so anyone can kind of try their luck there. And I don't know how long that's for. But with us, we want to make sure we have a very good regulated service from the kind of ground up, so that we're already in place when all the regulation starts. We're already in place. So it's a case of making sure we have a very good reach, because I think the metaverse is something that's really exciting as well. So we're looking to do Web 2 and Web 3 through the Spartan entity. And that's what will make us, that will actually be a very high-end USP, because we've even spoken to some of the suppliers and they're really not aware of what to do with it. But we've kind of, I think I don't know if anyone provided a video to you, but we've already got like a demonstrator of a video, kind of a concept video that we're doing, which we can showcase to you guys soon as well. That's not a problem.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
And I'd like to add one more point, if I could. Can I?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, sure. So apart from, of course, the other features that, my colleagues have commented on, it's very imperative for the community to understand that the tokens that we are talking about, which is the IBAR, and the other token is the Warrior token, they are utility tokens, and they are going to be integrated and linked to the casino. Pretty much all 125 games now are going to be integrated with the utility tokens, which we are launching. One of them we have launched, and the other we are about to launch. So it will also have staking element. So apart from the fact that they can use it, go to play it, exchange it for other sort of currencies, they can also stake it and earn a good APY over the years.
Is there a white paper?
Yeah,
yes,
you
we
can
do.
go to our website. So it's Spartan.casino.
Yeah, I've got to pull it up.
If you scroll up, you should see it pop up in a minute. I'm trying. Yeah, you'll see it. Just keep going. You'll see the boxes. Just keep going.
Sorry, my mouse is freaking out.
That's okay. That's fine. Am I watching Dimitri? Okay, so scroll down, see the white paper. You can see the pitch deck. Those are the two there.
All right, thank you.
No problem at all.
On your Medium. This is something I look at on every project, and almost nobody's active on their Medium. So I do like the fact you guys are active on here.
Yeah.
I think it's an untapped source. If it's done right, people should get because I think people like to read these days. I know there's some people that don't, but there is still some, there's still the classic users.
Yeah, for sure. So we've talked about the casino a fair bit. We're getting a little bit. I want to talk about the token a little bit here and what's already been launched for a token, and that's why I asked about the white paper. I want to understand how these tokens actually work in the ecosystem and how the token holders benefit. So if we could talk about that, we can start with the token that's already out.
So you want to talk about the Warrior token first, the one that's been released, and then the second one is the IBAR, which we're talking about today. So the thing is that when we started off, we kind of launched Warrior token last year in 2021, sometime in February 2021. And we went straight, we were, we had a collaboration at that point with Bakery Swap. And we did a record kind of raise in 12 seconds on Bakery Swap of $810,000. Now, Warrior token at that stage was, just conceptual. There was no kind of, real concept at that point, because we had plans for it, but it just so happened so rapidly and so suddenly that, we got into, the fold of Bakery Swap. And there was obviously a lot of interest in our white paper and our concept paper. We were totally off, a white paper with no tangible casino, in play. So it's only like, and then we had a roadmap that we would launch our first game in July. But, by May, we had a full-fledged casino actually in operation. And we had 125 games. Now, they have been a bit on the beta stage, but getting back to the Warrior token, so, the way we have conceptualized now about Warrior token is that to make it a proper gaming token, which is going to be linked to the in-house games, which is the Dice War game, the Roulette, Mega Dice, and Bubble Drop. So these are our 4 in-house games that we're in the process of launching. We are just about launching the Dice War game. So that's going to be linked with Warrior game. Now, the other advantage is that, of course, they can play with the token, but also they can stake it, right? So I was talking about the staking concept. So how does that work? So, we have basically a 3-year time horizon where they can stake every year and they can earn a certain amount of return. So they keep it. So there are 2 ways in which they benefit. One is, of course, by staking, they earn a yield, something like a staking yield, which could be anywhere from 11 to 15%. And on top of that is the very fact that because this is now going to be integrated into the platform, there is going to be that element of course, capital appreciation, because it's going to be trading. It's already trading on Bitcoin Global and LA Token. But we are, of course, looking at taking it to other DEX platforms as well. The whole idea of it is that, as liquidity grows and as, the potential usability of this token grows, then obviously the token also grows. So those are the 2 elements. One is the capital appreciation, and the second is the APY element. But there is a third element, of course. As the casino grows, right, the casino becomes operationally very profitable. Then, by and large, there is going to be some profit sharing element also attached to the stakeholders. So this is the element that we are following with Warrior. Similarly with IBAR, it's just that we are going to split it up in a way. The IBAR is also a staking token, right? But IBAR could be linked a little bit with, some other types of games. But in a sense, both the tokens will be linked with 125 plus games.
Okay.
And I'll also give you a little, sorry if it's okay if I just explain this as well. I'm also at the moment looking, and we're actually speaking to a couple of partnerships potentially for this, where you can watch live sports with us and be rewarded in tokens. So we call it, like, for example, Don King's got, for example, you'd have that moment where you have to pay to view. We're looking to do the paid per view. That's something we're looking into. I think that would be quite exciting. Coming up the World Cup, you've got lots of different sports coming up, and people can actually receive, rewards for actually their time. So I think that's something else we're looking into. But yeah, so there's lots of different facets that we haven't entirely looked into yet, which once they're bolted in will be very, very good.
And the Warrior token, you said it's live. Did you say it's live? Didn't you refer to it as a token that's live?
Yeah, you can go on CoinMarketCap and see that.
Okay, see.
And CoinGecko, it's already out. Yeah.
Okay, and what's up with the IBAR token? When you guys plan on taking that one live?
So the IBA token is going to go live straight after the pre-sale. And so the pre-sale is on the 14th of March. So, just as we hit the hard cap, which we have full confidence we would, that it's going to get listed within 24 hours. So at the moment, of course, it's going to go on Pancake Swap with a locked-in liquidity of at least 51%. And we've given a vesting schedule as well, so almost 10.3 out of. So this is the. I know you're not asked about the tokenomics, but let me just summarize it a bit, so, just for the audience and the viewers, kind of knowledge. The token supply is around 100 million, right? And out of the 100 million, we have consciously burned 25 million, right? So the burning element obviously raises the confidence level, and also shows to the community that we're not here just for rug pull and all, right? So we burned 25 million. We have vested around 10.3 million tokens, right? And out of which 30 million is going to be utilized for games like Dice War games, in-house games, and the casino games. 15 million is going to be set aside for staking. 6 million is about 5 million is actually for promoters. 2 million is for advisors. 3 million will be provided as liquidity on platforms and exchanges. And then we have a budget of around marketing for 3 million. And 5 million tokens are being deployed for IDO, ILO, and IO. So IDO with pink sale is somewhere around, that region.
Okay. And how much did you say you're raising?
So we have put in a hard cap of 400 million. 400 BNB, and a soft cap of 200 BNB. Yes.
Okay. How many users do you guys have on the platform? And how long has the platform been out, the gambling platform?
So the gambling platform actually has been, to be very honest, because we have had a lot of development work taking place. So lots of trials and testing taking place. So it was quite a bit on the beta stage. But now we are taking it to the alpha stage, because the whole idea is that we want to integrate our utility tokens, in-house tokens, alongside, the other currencies which are available. At the moment, just as we speak, we are fostering partnerships with affiliate partners, some of the major affiliate partners, and of course, I have been invited to Sigma. Sigma Global is one of the biggest, roadshow and organizers on the casino framework. So it's a global entity based out of Malta, but they have presence, globally. So they've invited me to kind of just, of course, not just kind of for networking, but also for presentations. So I'll be speaking on their platform on the gaming element. And also Titan Corp, which is our parent company, has been nominated as Corporate Service Provider of the Year. So, yes, I mean, this is going to be a great networking opportunity. Yes, there's going to be a great networking opportunity to meet all affiliate partners. I mean, they have just a plethora of partnerships. They've already introduced me to about 4 of them. So even before I've actually ventured into the conference, they've made the introductions, because they also, again, think that, we have great potential. And of course, we are looking for some level of partnership with Sigma that, of course, not just as like sponsors or event sponsors, but also to feature on their platform, on their bulletin news, etc. Because I feel that, we are going to be so unique. If you see from
yeah, continue.
Yeah, sorry. If you see that, within sort of 10 months of doing bakery swap, we have, and raising the funds that we did, we have set up a fully established licensed casino with a plethora of games, of 125 games plus, and the number of service providers Dimitri has spoken about. And we have also paid for and set up and it's just now in the last phase of modus operandi of, the in-house games. So it's just a lot of work that we have put over the past sort of 8-10 months. But equally, that is one element, which is the operations and the product side. But equally, we have been fostering a number of potential partnerships with, with brand ambassadors and third-party providers. And now we're looking at, of course, affiliate partners, because that's just the way you can grow the business in a very, very kind of a stupendous way. So if you go to like DAP Radar and all that's you'll see that some of the casinos which have just launched themselves, they just go with one game and they are able to manage tremendous traffic through these affiliate partners. So that's what we are looking out at.
Okay, for the Warrior token, what happened with the chart? I mean, was this like somebody added liquidity before you guys launched, or
with the Warrior token?
Yeah.
So the Warrior token, yeah. So the Warrior token, the way it happened was that we went with bakery swap. We provided, of course, the liquidity that they needed, and then it started trading. Right, once the pre-sale was over, or the idea was launched, then the pre-sale was over. It started kind of trading, and the liquidity was provided by some of the traders. But later on, we also added the liquidity. So we set aside good around 45% of the raise was set aside as liquidity.
No, I'm talking about this first candle. If you look at my screen when I pull your contract up, it shows the first candle going to like.
Yeah, that wasn't us. That wasn't us. It was just some enthusiastic number of traders who went and just started trading. And just in one day, it went up to, I think, 10 or 13 cents. And we launched at 5 and it went up to 13 cents within like a span of like a few hours.
Okay. Why is there only $1,000 in liquidity over there now? You guys did a pre-sale, right? How much did you raise?
So we raised in Warrior token.
Yeah, in Warrior token.
Yeah, so in Warrior Token, we raised around 810. Of course, we had a net of 648,000, and out of which we set aside a maximum budget actually for the platform, for the licenses, operations, and also for liquidity. And then we kept the liquidity that we had, sort of 40-45%. We kept the liquidity for a fair chunk of time. But then we also diverted it to kind of trading on the centralized exchanges. So apart from Bakery Swap, then we went to Bitham Global and we went to LA Token. So the thing is that I'll tell you why you see this sporadic sort of volatile movements is partly, of course, the market did go through a nosedive around the time Bitcoin,
No,
slumped.
I want to know why there's $1,140 in the liquidity pool. If you got, how much did you say you raised? Did you say 890 BNB?
No, that was 1 year back. We raised around $648,000 for ourselves, right? So 20% was taken by Bakery Swap. And out of which we provided around 45% of liquidity out of that, right? So almost $250,000 was provided as liquidity.
And what, the holder sold it down to $1,145?
No, so the thing is that what happened with Warrior Token, as I said, is that basically because it was not conceptualized at that point as like a gaming token, so it started off like as a funding token, right? And then we were going to be linking it up with a number of games later on. So it's just that because the platform has taken a while to develop and the games have taken a while to develop, the in-house games have taken a while to develop. So now our focus is shifting towards, kind of working on the Warrior Token and its liquidity and its pricing. So as I said, we have diverted quite a bit now to Bitham Global and LA Token, and we're sorting it out so that, it can we can give it the necessary pump and the necessary kind of drive and pump in more liquidity over there.
Okay, how much liquidity did you pull out to move to the centralized exchanges?
We pulled out almost close to around $140,000 because two of the exchanges were there. Yeah.
Okay,
but,
and all of that money went into the liquidity there on the exchanges?
Liquidity and as well as paying the listing fee and marketing fee and all that. Those are very expensive exchanges. So, and we're still there, but obviously we are working now. The next level that we are working on is now providing additional liquidity and pumping the token. And of course, the very fact that now that is going to be linked with games and it's going to be linked with a number of games, we expect that there's going to be a natural flow of liquidity coming in because there'll be a natural interest. Also, another thing I wanted to say is that we are planning to make it multi-chain, right? So there's the BSC side, and then we are going to make, especially the IBAR, we're going to be launching it on multi-chains. So, which means that, it's not just one chain that has, an opportunity to trade. That could be multiple chains like Polygon and Ethereum. These are two other chains that we are looking at. There's a third one we are looking at, but at the moment, that's just very, very down the line. But Polygon and Ethereum could be quite soon.
Okay. Now, in order for that plan to work, you guys need users. So how long has the full version, maybe for Dimitri, how long has the full version, the way that it is now, how long has the website been out like that? And how many daily users are there?
Okay, we made a beta launch on July 2021. For now, we have around 120 daily users. What else you want to know?
How much are those users spending each on average? What's the average, intake per user?
You mean the lifetime value?
Yeah, if you can give me the lifetime value.
Yeah, it's around $150.
Okay. And so you guys have to get the users up, right? So somebody asked to the anonymous question bot. For the people that don't know, we have an anonymous question bot in here. You guys can send questions to it. We'll make sure that they get asked in the AMA. Somebody asked, aside from going to different investor groups and doing AMAs, what do you guys plan to do for the sustainability of the project? And I think the answer to that is get users, right? So I guess the real question there is how do you guys get people to use the platform? What's the plan there?
Basically,
Dimitri, why don't you cover that and then I'll add to it, okay?
Yeah. I will share my screen. I think it will be the best way. Okay. So basically, this is like a calculation of a marketing budget that should be spent to build a sustainable and really profitable casino. So here in the left side, you can see the basic numbers. So we are calculating the registration costs as $14, number of retained players 30%. So in here you can see all the basic numbers. We expect to spend around $50,000 per month, and in 1 year, here you can see all the numbers. So basically, as a result, we are planning to get more than almost $3 million as a GGR. And after all payments, including operational costs, we will have around $1 million profit.
Okay, where is this money going? The marketing budget.
Sorry, could you repeat?
Yeah, your marketing budget. How is it being deployed? You know, what's like
Yeah.
your go-to-market action plan?
Okay, basically for first 6 months, we are planning to spend it only on media buying. So it's about the Google Ads, advertising networks, Meta, and TikTok. After this, as Kavita mentioned, we already launched the affiliate program. So we are looking for webmasters with the high quality gambling traffic. And we will add all these webmasters into our system and pay them revenue share. So to build a successful affiliate program, it really takes a lot of time, but in the long run, it will bring a lot of new players and a really good income. So this calculations is only about the media buying. Here, I didn't include any affiliate income.
And what did you?
And what did you put in here for?
Sorry, could you repeat?
To get these numbers, your return on ad spend, what'd you put in here?
Here on the left side, you can see all the numbers. So basically, the registration cost for us will be around $14. And we are planning to optimize it in 10 months to $10. And basically, our retention marketing will be focused on increasing conversion rate of from registration to deposit. And this is the way how we are planning to attract players and retain them on the website to make them spend more.
Okay, so your funnel is you get them to sign up. That's the lower cost, low barrier to entry, account. And then middle funnels get them to actually link a payment method and deposit money.
The funnel here is quite simple. Sorry?
Whose mic is that? Dimitri, go.
The funnel here is quite simple. So after the player will make a registration, he will get a lot of emails like follow-ups to make him that will offer him a lot of different bonuses like deposit bonus, free bets, free spins to identify the player's like preferences. So if player wants or prefer to play casino, he will get bonus on live casino, etc. And of course, we will use the push-ups. We will use SMS and all available channels to push player and to make him make a first deposit. Sorry.
Also, another thing that would be very important is influencers. Sorry, Brian. Another thing that would be very important is the influencers as well. So we'll be looking to capture, as you can see what Stake did. The reason Stake is so big on Twitch is because they basically approach the influencers, correct? So we'll be approaching Twitch, we'll be approaching YouTubers, all these kind of influencers. We'll be basically making sure we're in the right market and people are using the platform as their demonstrators in their lives as well, in their live streams. That's the intention. But obviously that comes with brand recognition and brand awareness. And that's obviously from our point of view, we need to just be solid going forward. Then they have that know you, like you, trust you from a player's perspective, as well as a business corporate, partnership as well. So that's very important to us.
So I happen to have done a huge market research plan on the entire casino Twitch streaming sector of marketing. And so I am familiar with it, and these guys make an incredible amount of money.
They do. I mean, I saw one guy, was it $1 million or something? one refused for. Yeah,
deals,
exactly.
They get 20 to 30%. They get to keep. They give 5% to the community, and then they get the rest of it. And some of them have an indiscriminate deal where they can keep it all. They get to decide how much they give away, and they get 30, 35%.
I'm sorry, but it's impossible to hear. Yeah, we hear it all the time.
Spartan, you have to mute your mic after. Your mic has a lot of feedback. So I don't know. I've done a lot of research on this whole space, and some of these guys they win. They'll win like $1 million 3 times a week, and they're taking home 30% of that. So I feel like that's a late stage. In order to get the big influencers and the high rollers and things like that, it's definitely a late stage marketing strategy. At least in my opinion, from the research that I've done. Dimitri, I wanted to ask you, how long have you been doing this and building these platforms, things like that? What's your experience level? We could reiterate that.
Basically, I have 12 years in marketing, and last 3 years I worked in a gambling industry. So I started as a chief marketing officer of TVBet. It's a live dealer provider, and then moved to BetConstruct. It's a platform provider on a position of regional sales director. So basically, there I started to help operators to establish the business, and this is the way we meet with Spartan. So I have around 1.5 years experience in building new operations, and to make from scratch to the profitability, something like this.
Okay. What's your deal here? How do you make money? What's going to ensure that you stay here long term and don't jump ship to a different startup? You have a good deal here.
I didn't understand the question. Sorry. Could you?
How are you going to be compensated? Is it going to be through the gaming? How are you compensated?
I have a revenue share from a casino. So basically, if I make the casino profitable, I will get something. If I will not, I will get nothing.
Okay, fair. It's like keeps you incentivized to stay around long term.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Okay. I have a few questions here in the anonymous question bot that I have to go through. So somebody's asking, what you guys plan to do to ensure the relevancy of the gaming sector and of the crypto side of things, of the crypto token, with so many competitors coming out and it not being incredibly difficult to implement something like this. Like, how do you guys stay relevant? I think we've gone over it a few times, but if you want to just reiterate.
Shall we take the question of tokens? Okay. So as far as the tokens is concerned, I mean, the way it stays relevant is the more sort of we integrate it on the platform with interesting games. And so as I said, that there is a potential of integrating it with almost 125 plus games, and we'll be adding a lot more games, as we go along. And secondly is we could also put, something like a play to earn model. So for example, you play with, say, the warrior token, right? You go to Dice War and you bet. It's not necessary that you lose everything, because there's going to be something like a passive income model, which is a play to earn model. So you win something back. I mean, you don't win everything back, but you don't lose everything also. So we are trying to bring about very interesting passive income models that is going to make these tokens highly attractive as you go along, to make them play to earn, plus staking. As I said that, if you stake it on our, so we already have a staking platform. We can, of course, share it with the community in the next sort of 5 to 6 days time. We're just getting kind of, just in the final stages. But the thing is that if you have the staking platform, all you have to do is just go stake it. You play with some and you stake with some. And as you stake along, you grow. So staking means that you get your annualized, percentage yield every single year. And you can, it's going to be a compounded yield if you stake it for a longer period. Now, war for war, that is what we have designed, and IBAR for IBAR. But after 3 years, we are going to make it war for USD and IBAR. So it's going to be linked to a fiat currency. So the thing is that the whole idea is that as the casino becomes profitable, right, as Dimitri is now talking about, so he is a profit advisor, right? He's going to be coming and he's bringing his vast experience and kind of, helping us, instate the proper risk management nodes all across at different levels. So once the casino becomes profitable, then it is a no-brainer that the kind of tokens are going to become very profitable, because ultimately the utility and the value of the tokens is going to be linked with the profitability of the company. So there are 3 elements to profits. One is the APY, second is capital appreciation, third is profit sharing.
Okay, makes sense.
Right. Thanks.
On the gaming side, we have a very good range of games. So, for example, we're bringing out a game which will be called Drift the Block. Now, I don't know if you've seen our website. You'll see it. There's like a little tiny snippet of something there. I'll say something because it's not ready yet. But the idea is, let's just say you bet there's 14 drivers. That's 14. That's one of our games. That's another one. This one's really good, The Hunt. I'll explain that one as well in a second. But to give you an idea, with regards to this game, particularly the car racing game, which I'm explaining, this is a drift the block. So this is a drifting game. The idea is that you'll have 14 drivers, up to 14 drivers. Let's just say everyone bets like 1 BNB each. And that's obviously put in the pot together before the race at 14 BNB. Now what happens is the winner basically wins. We call it WTA, which means winner takes all. So the winner takes 90% of that pot. And the 10% is actually shared between positions 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, as a company, we don't make money on anything other than the transaction fee, and that's it. The reason why we want to do that is because we believe that the win should take place, and that will keep the energy of the gamers coming back. So this particular game, you'll be able to connect it with NFTs. You'll be able to make sure you soup up your vehicle. You'll be able to really change the kind of concepts you want to do, and it will make it unique. And that particular car will be able to be raced as well. So that's one of the elements. The other element which we have, which is actually going to be with the other game, which is going to be called The Hunt. So The Hunt is actually a game which is all to do with, let's just say a criminal is based in space, and they have 60 seconds. They have 60 minutes. Yeah, this game. That's this one.
Yeah, the video says in 1 minute. Play it.
Yeah, go for it. Let me pause myself.
You are hereby found guilty for attacking and obliterating an entire planet. You will be sentenced to carry with you the memories of what you have done by having a microprobe forcibly attached to your skull, piercing through to your brain and depleting your entire lifespan to a measly 60 minutes to live. I hereby sentence you to survive within the penal colony Vordaran. In the Vordar system, nobody ever leaves, and I will make sure you never see the light of day again.
So the idea with this game, cool. The idea with this game is basically it's going to be a platform where you've got 60 minutes to, once you survive, because there's lots of different people in there trying to survive the past 60 minutes. Once you survive past those 60 minutes, then you start getting the play to earn model rolling in. So it's actually play to survive. And this particular survive to earn model will be really unique. And I think that will be really good because we'll be getting some very, very good gamers from traditional markets coming over and being able to, appreciate the actual gameplay. And it'll be really, really immersive battle royal is what we're looking for. But inside of that, you'll also be able to go to different sections of the game. So, for example, if you're coming up to, you've got NFTs inside of the game, you've got loads of activity where you can buy different weapons, etc. But the idea here is you can also go to rings like UFC, which will be because as you know, in prisons, there's a lot of fights that take place. So we wanted to take advantage of that. So there'll be fights one-on-one where people will be able to bet their BNB and fight for each other BNB, and whoever wins gets that BNB. So there'll be loads of different things going on. As far as kind of ideas are concerned and concepts, we've got plenty to make us very unique.
Cool. I got a ton more questions here in the anonymous question bot. I'm just going to run through some of them. Gambling game addiction can be a serious problem. How do you participate in ensuring the mental health of your users? Is there a time limit of the hours of play each day? How can I deposit my crypto to start playing? What's the minimum deposit and withdrawal amount? And I'll add a question to that. Is there a personal exclusion?
Dimitri, you want to take this?
Okay. Regarding the personal exclusion, so we have a policy where we are asking players to play responsive. So for now, we don't have a technical ability to block players, but if player will contact us through the support chat, we can add some limits on his winning or on number of bets. This is the way it works. Regarding the way how you can make a deposit, you just need to register, push a deposit button, and then follow the instructions. Everything is quite easy. Minimum amount is $20. Maximum amount not limited. Regarding the withdrawal, minimum withdrawal is $50. Maximum withdrawal $10,000.
Okay, $10,000 daily or
daily? Yes.
And I guess money laundering comes into it too.
Before the withdrawal, players need to pass KYC. So if even such a situation happens, we'll have all confirmations from where we got this money and where this money go.
So to do any amount of withdrawal, they have to KYC?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
You have fairly rigorous KYC.
I'm not sure if it's perfect. Does it mean that every single normal player who you want to make normal player play your games, your play to earn games, and you think they will KYC for that?
No. I'm just told about the operational casino.
But they also will make money in those games, yes?
Yes, of course.
Will they need KYC or not?
I think what Dimitri is probably adhering to is the industry rules and principles. So, we have to abide by certain, and I think that is the Curacao license, because we have to follow certain KYC processes, because we are a licensed casino. Yeah.
So P2P games is not a regulated thing, so I don't think that we will need to add KYC as a procedure. But for a casino, for sure, we will need players will need to pass KYC process to make a withdrawal. Yes.
Okay. Somebody just asked about a CerTic audit. Crypto Whales just asked about a CerTic audit. Are you guys going to get CerTic or any type of audit at all? Is there any audit?
So we do have audits. We've been audited by, Technocrat for Warrior and another one on Pink Sale. Of course, we once we get listed, we are going to be looking at getting CerTic audit for both the tokens.
As well as the Web3 platform. Sorry, Brian.
Yeah, no worries. to the anonymous question bot, we have a question. How can we in Muslim majority countries access your gambling platforms? Yes.
Simple, through VPNs.
Yeah, so I
Through
saw on their
VPNs.
website, they're offering, they have this free VPN category up here, and they've got this like a proxy server available for people to, a script for people to use and set directly in their Google Chrome. That doesn't seem like the most compliant thing to have on your website, but it's crypto, brother. Let it fly. Whatever.
Well, we have to make it available, but also ultimately, we have to obviously advise that they're gamble aware, and based on their location and jurisdiction, they just need to know the rules and where they're coming from, and obviously take responsibility for anything they participate in.
So the primary role of the token was said that's for certain games, like the provably fair games or whatever the case may be, dice rolls, things like that. The token can be integrated into those games. Any of the games that are provided by actual providers, you guys can't control that, right? So you have that, and so the token's integrated in that. Is that the main utility in the token, other than the staking?
Yeah, can I comment on that? And in fact, actually, I would ask Dimitri also to join me on this. So we are in conversations currently with a payment provider, and it's basically in the final stages, where we are planning on integrating both these tokens through the payment provider with our operational casino. So Dimitri, can you throw a little bit more light on what we are planning to do?
The gaming providers like Pragmatic and all these other gaming providers that provide the games.
Basically, to add a new token into the each gaming provider, we need just to contact their support and ask them to add the token. That's all. Everything is quite easy here. The main thing is that we need to integrate it into the payment provider, as Kavita mentioned before, to be able to accept deposits in IBAR and War tokens.
Will your contract be able to mint tokens?
Sorry, could you repeat?
He asked if you guys would be able to mint tokens, the contract. If it will
minting function. Minting.
Yeah.
No, I mean, this is fixed supply. So Warriors fixed supply. We just have a very small element on IBAR of 10 plus 5, but that's essentially for gaming. Yes, so there is a very, very small percentage of minting only on IBAR, but that's strictly for gaming. And, we can straight after this mint it and then put it on vesting. So it's not meant for any other purpose except for gaming, but a very small percentage.
What gives the users the security that you will not mint unlimited tokens? Are the wallets and are the vesting, will this be published and everything, so it could be followed by community and users?
Yeah, so as I said, there's no unlimited minting function. If that is what the users are afraid of, there's no unlimited mint function. There is only so for example, 90 million is the supply, out of which we have burned 25 million, as I said earlier. And we have over and above that a mint of 10 plus 5. So that's total capped at 15 million. We cannot mint anything beyond that. Means that the total supply of IBAR token is only 105 million, right? So we have reserved the 10 plus 5 for minting purposes only for gaming. But yes, we will be minting it shortly, straight after the listing, and we will put it in a vesting schedule, and we will share it with of course, the community. They can check the wallet addresses, but it'll be completely, something that is probably not even going to be controlled by us. It'll be a third party. Yeah. Vesting, controlled and risk managed.
All right, guys, we have a golden question here in the Coin Launch Lounge. We ask every project. Whoever wants to take it can take it. As you guys know, people in DeFi suffer from shiny new object syndrome. There's thousands of projects trying to raise money to go live on a chart every day, hundreds of projects going live, and millions of contracts for people to put their money into. My question to you guys is, why should the people listening to this call take you up on the opportunity you're presenting today above all other opportunities in Binance Smart Chain?
May I take this, guys? I'll speak for the company here. So the reason why, I think that's a great golden question, to be honest. But the reason why is we have a goal, and that is to be the first multi-chain, multiverse casino, meaning that wherever the times change and spin, we're already active. So to give you an idea, when we get into the multiverse, which is regards to Sandbox, Decentraland, there's another one called NFT World and some others. We plan on having our casino there and then ready for everybody to play. Of course, regulated, and that will give everyone the benefit and security that they need. The idea is we'll be engaging with NFT facilities, which we'll be using as well. But the best part about what we're going to be doing is making ourselves available as well on YouTube. We're going to start that process probably in the next 2 weeks from after we start actually getting the raise completed. So once the raise is done, everyone can start watching us. We want to hold visible AMAs weekly. So, for example, the questions come in on a Monday, and we do this thing on a Tuesday, for example. Or if we do it on a Wednesday, questions are in on a Wednesday. Thursday, we do the AMA. But the idea is we want people to come and travel with us. You will see the production. You will see the way we grow. You will see exactly how we roll in everything, because we want to be as clear and transparent as possible. Now, we're fully doxed. And now, not only saying that we're fully doxed across multiple different platforms and multiple different opportunities that have been out there. So, for example, Bakery was obviously a fully doxed system. We had IBA Token, which was a fully doxed system. We've got lots and lots of things, even Pink Sale. All of them are fully doxed. But the idea what we want to do is we want people to come in, ape in, but you need to be in the idea of you want to see this grow like we do. I think this is all about the passion games. We've got tons of games coming. We've got unique games coming, and I think you guys will just enjoy the ride. So as far as we're concerned, we've already seen a very big raise with our first token, which had literally moved off of a white paper in 12 seconds. Imagine what we can do with an actual active live casino ready to take the market by storm.
Thanks for that. Appreciate it. The market's definitely a different sentiment than it was last year. Crypto White Old, are you there, buddy?
I'm here.
You're one of our casino aficionados, betting aficionados here in the Coin Launch Lounge. I want to know your opinion here.
But like honest opinion?
Yes, I can close the recording if you'd like.
Yeah,
guys,
if you can do it.
Okay. Yeah, guys, everybody, thanks for coming in. Spartan Casino, really appreciate you guys. I would say that it's for anybody thinking about investing in this, definitely follow them around and continue to ask questions and take into consideration that the Warrior token does have $1,000 in liquidity right now. I don't take that how you see it. I mean, they have a reason for it. Spend your time to look into their reason, do your own research, but they have a live working casino. I mean, they're coming to the table with a lot more than the majority of projects that go through BSC have available. I think, like, I don't know, like, you guys could really succeed or you could really fall on your face, and it just is what it is. It's going to come down to the team. Dimitri seems like he's got a really good game plan here, and no disrespect, but if there's anybody that makes me really want to buy this, it would be Dimitri. So respect to all the team, and thanks for everyone coming out. You guys have some brilliant people there on the team, and look forward to seeing what you can make of it. Appreciate everyone. See you guys tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you for your time.